you hear BDSM, you are thinking of when they are using koboko to flog somebody. You are thinking of when they are using belts. Belt of like all this original belt to flog you that you will never survive from the pain. When you are talking about BDSM, you are imagining 50 shades of grey, 50 shades darker. What's up, how you doing? Well, today we are going into the bedroom. Left to the right, to the left. Well, today I'm so excited because I will be adding up to your books of knowledge about some sex terms. I know so many people have heard about some people they call lazy girls. That's what they term them. I'm not a guy. I don't know if they are lazy. So don't take me by my word. Don't drag me by my horn. I'm not a bull. Wait, what am I saying? Well, some people should be called pillow princess. They should be called pillow princesses. That's what I'm supposed to say. The thing about these pillow princesses, they are the girls that just sleep on the bed and let their boo do all of the physical work. If you have some girlfriends like that, I'm not saying she's bad though, but rather than you say you're a lazy girl, just call her, oh darling, you're such a pillow princess. Do you get me? Like, I'm so excited that I felt like so knowledgeable. I was feeling like some sort of Albert Einstein and Abraham Lincoln. Oh, let's go to the next one. Have you ever heard about this love bites? Another name for love bites is high key. High key is a kind of love bite that you just give to your partner. It's like a sensational kiss, most especially on the neck. Then you just bite like a little bit to leave some sorts of bruises on the neck. Juicy stuff in the bedroom that y'all do to make yourself in the mood. Well, you call that high key or the love bite. You know, you're like, beat your neck. You injured me. Nah, your high key gave me a bruise. Well, I was talking Shima the Albert Einstein. Did I just say right? Yes, I did. There's this word that some people do not understand and some people understand it. It's a word that has been around for centuries and centuries past and years past. We call this the blue balls. If you hear blue balls, people usually think that the balls of a man will end up turning blue when you hear this. No, but blue balls refers to a kind of pain a man feels after having held the liquid back in the scrotum. You are having a really nice time, but you cannot ejaculate due to some reasons. You know, there are some men that do not like blowjobs. Some will tell you, well, I can't get to climax while doing blowjob. I need to have the main D. I want us to copulate. So when we copulate, darling, then I am able to pour out my fluid and you're gonna see the white things. Well, to some people that are not able to do that, they get this pain in their lower abdomen, and that's what we call the blue balls. When a man is not able to release, you know that kind of stuff. So rather than you say, oh baby, I'm having stomach aches, just be like, I have blue balls. Do you understand? You don't technically turn blue. And of course, it doesn't harm a man in any way. It just makes you feel so uncomfortable at that point in time. So brother, why are you holding back what you're supposed to give back to the world? I don't understand. Reasons best known to you. Don't answer me. Another thing is the visible outline of a man's reproductive organ is called the bulge. There are times that we girls, we just sit down together and we are trying to analyze the shape because there's this particular man coming from backwards or from forward, and this man's reproductive organ, the outline is so popped out that you can even see the shape of his cock. Rather than you just go all the way and tell your babe, see this guy's mixing. Well, my darling, you can as well use the word bulge. Bulge is just when the outline is so obvious and you can see it through his trousers. So you're just like, babe, see that dude's bulge. You understand? It just limits your long words that you're supposed to say. You're like, oh, let's go a nasty. I'm not saying anything. But new word, man. Bulge. The very visible male reproductive organ outline. That is very obvious. I love this word. I think I'm going to put it to use. Very well. Cowgirl. Some people know about cowgirl and some people do not. Take for example, you went to the beach. Well, when you have a horse and you're sitting on a horse, imagine your partner is that horse you're sitting on, but rather than sitting on his back, this time around you are sitting across his waist, so you're the one basically doing all of the job. This is a sex position. If you do not know, add it to your list of things that you don't know. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So you're basically the one in charge. As the girl, you are the one in charge, and you're sitting across your partner's waist and you're just doing the whole thing. Do you get it? That's cowgirl. This one is rather interesting because some people find it fun, but to me I feel like it's a waste of time. They call it cosplay, and cosplay is costume play. It's just basically when you're trying to like spice up your time in the bedroom, and you and your partner just pick out a costume. For example, maybe there's this cute, freaking cute model, you know, in Victoria's Secrets that you know that belongs to one of their models, and you want to dress like her just to entice your partner, and you're like, baby, then you get dressed and you're trying to imitate her personality and all that. Or if the guy too is trying to be like the cowboy inside, maybe Second Chance, you know, and you are just trying to play just to add up to your beautiful sex moments. Darlings, you should try this anyways. Add it to your vocabulary. This other one is quite exciting, and I feel like so many people don't know about it, and some people know but they don't actually know what it's called. They call this one deep throating. It is not a new thing today that ladies give guys blowjobs, and what blowjobs are is basically like the lady having the male reproductive organ in her mouth. Now, deep throating is a technique in which you give a further deeper thrusting of your partner's reproductive organ, which I'm referring to as the male. Right now we are only seeing the male and the female side, so don't get me wrong if I'm not going to other gender and all this kind of stuff. Now let us talk about really straight people. So when this lady she's putting in the male's reproductive organ into her mouth, whereby she inserts almost everything that it leads to gagging at the end of the day or vomiting. So when she puts in everything, depends on the size. Don't say she must said some sizes of the male reproductive organ is not something that can get to your throat. But if you're super talented, well, it's a technique and you have to learn it. So deep throating is that act of trying to put in all of everything. You are going deeper into a kind of blowjob. Well, I'm done with that. Why do I feel like I'm explaining too much? Well, you get it, right? Dirty talks. Dirty talks is just a way of leading your partner on before or after any beautiful copulation moment or any beautiful moment. Well, you guys just basically talk about erotic stuffs that will just put you in the mood, or your partner. It could be over the phone before y'all see and y'all get down together, but you understand. Do you get it? Okay, you're still watching this video. I believe at some point probably you might have not subscribed. What are you waiting for? Darling, don't you love this vibe? Make it real quick, darlings. Hit the subscribe button. It's right there. 2 seconds. Oh yeah, so we're done. Now there's this one I love so much that I've heard so many guys do, and I really never knew that this was what it was called. There's this process called edging, and edging is a particular process whereby you as a person, you hold out on your orgasm for as long as possible for you to have a higher climax or to enjoy the copulation more. So if a guy cannot last long in bed, he does something as long as edging to keep delaying so that he can enjoy as much as possible. Some guys are like, babe, I just feel like I want to give back to the world. By giving back to the world, you know what I mean, when you're releasing fluid from your male reproductive organ, and when it goes like that, the guy is like, I don't want to disgrace this guy. I don't want her to see me as a 5 minutes man, I ain't doing me man. And you're like, rather than you just trusting, you just stop. You're just there. You're just like, let me chill. So that moment, you're trying to take back whatever is supposed to come out at that point. So you're delaying as much as possible to enjoy the copulation more. That is edging. I know you didn't know about it. Don't tell me you knew. Just add it to your brain. The next one is foot fetish. Foot fetish is a kind of person or a certain kind of people who are very much interested in the foot. Now these people get so aroused when you touch their feet, you give them a massage, anything that deals with their feet like this, they are just so interested. And it's like a beautiful feeling for them because they are fetish when it comes to the foot. Do you understand what I mean? Anything that regards to their foot, it gets them back on to cloud 10, cloud 9, cloud 1 million. You understand? Those are foot fetish. So for people who are like, when you just touch my foot, oh man, I am out of the world, they are foot fetish. Yeah. We all know about hand jobs, and if you do not know about hand jobs is when you use your hands to stimulate the male reproductive organ. I'm talking about the ladies. Now, another thing stemming from that is the foot job. Foot jobs, rather than you use your hands, this time around, you're using your foot to stimulate the male reproductive organ. I don't know how this will work because you're using your foot. Like, I don't get it. And it's not just one, it's not feet, it's foot. You use both of them. Wow, beautiful. But then if you can't do that, you need to try it. That is a foot job. And hand job, you use your hands to stimulate your man's stuff. And there's this thing I found that is still shocking me till now. They call it Mile High Club. This refers to a certain number of people or a certain person that has ever had any sexual moment on the plane. So if you have done that without telling me, it doesn't mean maybe you are going from somewhere, maybe like Lagos to Lokoja, Lagos to Abuja, but you did it on the plane. Well, should I inform you that you belong to the Mile High Club? Mile High Club. I think you need to drop it down below. Let's know who has ever had this before. Well, it sounds like a fantasy of mine, but do I really want to try it? But that's it, Mile High Club. It's interesting, right? Oh, there's this beautiful one that so many people know about, quickie. Well, quickie is a very rushed sex. It's a very rushed sex that doesn't require you doing the likes of foreplays and all. You just really want to get down there and you just want to do something just because your body wants it to be. And to me, quickie is like in almost every uncomfortable space you can find, because you just want it to be really quick and it has to be rushed. So you are out of your comfort zone. Take note of that. Quickie, anything that has to deal with a male and a female, because I'm talking about straight people right here, that is rushed, especially when you this is so funny. I'm like, so y'all use like 2 minutes to have a good time? To have a good time where? Outside. If they catch you busy, mommy is gonna beat you. Mommy must not know that you're already doing stuff that mommy and daddy does. Well, quickie, yeah, if you're sharp, they will not catch you. Then there's this one that I find weird, but it's called shrimping. Shrimping is the act of you sucking on your partner's feet. I don't know how on earth this is possible. Well, it's possible. Some people like it, you know, like the foot fetish people. So when you suck on your partner's foot, that's shrimping. You understand? Like shrimps, crayfish, shrimps. You get it? There's this beautiful one that happens to female, and it's called squirting. It happens to most women, and this is when a sort of fluid comes out of their female reproductive organ right before orgasm. Some say it's pretty much or less like when you're peeing. So when you have that kind of thing and some fluid comes out of your fecumcum, you're squirting, man. Yes, darling. You didn't know what that was, but you're just like, I think I peed in my pants. Well, it's not peeing, but technically if you pee, you peed. Don't say I did not pee. But squirting is that fluid that comes out of your female reproductive organ directly before orgasm. Did you ever know that some human beings can be referred to as alarm clock? Now let me tell you, these are partners that will wake you up in the morning for another beautiful moment in bed. And you know what I mean by that. How on earth will somebody try to be an alarm clock and hit me up and be like, hey babe, let's do this thing? You refer to such a person as alarm clocks, be it the lady, be it the guy, because it's not only the guy that will do that in the morning. I believe some ladies are also alarm clocks. Come out of your comfort zone and talk to me. Well, you are an alarm clock if that's what you do. Don't run away from it. Oh, there's this one. Anorgasmia is a sexual dysfunction that makes it possible for a person to never reach climax. It is a dysfunction, like I said, and it's a beautiful thing that I found it out. That means there are some human beings like that can never reach climax. So you're just doing, but you're never getting to climax. Yeah, so that's your problem. Yeah. Are you jotting things down? Well, if you're not, I'm about to leave the screen. So what have you been learning? Go back and watch the video. Understand what I'm trying to say? Add it up to your book of knowledge, man. So there are some people like that. We call them asexuals. These are the kind of people that will feel attracted to you, either a guy or a lady. They'll feel attracted to you, but they wouldn't want anything physical. Yeah, there are people like that, and we refer to them as asexuals. In case you do not know, if you're one of them. Am I asexual? I think I'm asexual. The last one for the day is actually very exciting, and it's something that even if you tell people, they get it in their head that this is what you're talking about, but they truly do not know the meaning. Let me make things easier for you. BDSM. When you hear BDSM, you are thinking of when they are using koboko to flog somebody. You are thinking of when they are using belt of like all this original belt to flog you that you will never survive from the pain. When you are talking about BDSM, you are imagining 50 shades of grey, 50 shades darker. When they are talking about BDSM, you are imagining that they are closing your eyes or they are using padlock and handcuffs to handcuff you to the bed. And you're imagining all sorts of things like it's pain all through. Well, let me make you understand that there is beauty in pain. There are some kind of pain that used to be sweet. That's what BDSM is like. Now, the full meaning of BDSM, when you're asked, don't just say BDSM and you don't know the meaning. It's going to be a disgrace, I think. BDSM means bondage and discipline, domination and submission, sadism and masochism. That's what BDSM means. And whatever you can imagine in your head, if you've not seen the movie, go and grab your popcorn right now and watch 50 Shades of Grey. You understand the meaning of BDSM. Well guys, that's the end of today's video. I think I had so much fun trying to impact in your lives. If you tell me you did not learn from here, you should be flogged. I just added to your book of knowledge, Ejo. So guys, that's the end of today's video, and if you like to see this kind of content more, let me know in the comment section below. And I hope it was actually an exciting time for you to learn new words and also understand some kind of things that you never understood. Washima is out of your view. And definitely please click on the like button to like this video, and also if you've not subscribed, make it a deal with me and stay, and I will grant you and give you free access to definitely beautiful and more interesting content, because I am your host with the most energy goddess, Shimmer. I'll see you in my next video.